Traveling with kids can be difficult. Why? Because you don't know what you are going to expect. If the kids are going to behave themselves or if it's going to be difficult. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how traveling with kids can be fun. How to make traveling with kids to be fun. So we are going to be talking about the three ways of transportation, which is traveling by air, traveling by land, and traveling by water. At first, we are going to start with air transportation, traveling with air, which is the flight, the aeroplane. Because recently, I traveled with my kids. My baby girl was 3 months old then, while my son is 3 years old, and I traveled alone with them. So yes, you can travel alone with kids. I know you might be, most of us, majority of our people, they haven't really traveled with their kids until their kids are 5 years old, 7 or 10 or 3 years old. They can travel by land, but traveling by air, it can be really stressful, because when you travel, maybe you go to a solo drive, so you can stop by a bypass, or you can stop at a fuel station, so you can just attend to your child. If he wants to pee, if he wants to do anything, so you can just stop by and attend to your child. But by air, you cannot, and everyone on the plane is going to be like really freak out. Yes, so in this video we are going to be talking about all of that. So now first, let's talk about how to travel by air. Now, at first, let's talk about things that we are going to pack with the kids. First thing is, if you have a toddler, if you are traveling with a toddler, go with an iPad, then you can download your child's favorite cartoons or favorite games. You download them on that iPad, because on the flight you have to put your phone, your tablet, or your iPad on flight mode. So when you are offline, you can watch, your kid can watch those cartoons that you have downloaded and the games. So they can watch the cartoons and games offline without no internet. So, and you have to go with a very good tablet that has a good battery, that has a last long batteries. So I will recommend you to use Lenovo. If you are using a tablet or you want a tablet, I will recommend you to use Lenovo tablet. Lenovo tablet is a very strong tablet. It's for kids. It's good for kids. It's very strong. You know, kids, they like to, like, they can hit their tablet on the ground, or they can mistakenly fall to the ground. It will got broken, or it might got spots. So when with Lenovo tablet, when you have the tablet cover and a screen protector, it will last years. So I will recommend you to use Lenovo tablet. Like this tablet is Lenovo. This one is for my son. You can see the screen. It's broken, like it has crashes, but it's not, this is not the real screen. This is a screen protector. And with this tablet cover, it's very strong. Like when you hit it on the ground, it bounces. So this plastic cover is also recommendable. So when you bought the Lenovo tablet, you can use it. When I remove this pack, I remove the screen protector, it's going to look like a new one, like I bought it today. And this tablet is more than a year now. So I will recommend you to use Lenovo tablets. So, and the battery lasts longer, very longer. The battery lasts longer. It can last like yeah, it lasts longer. Like sometimes when it doesn't use it often, it can last like 2 days or more than. So the battery lasts very long. So I will recommend you to buy Lenovo tablet or to use Lenovo tablet. That is for the iPad or the tablet. Now, second thing to take with you is snack. So your child favorite snack. Yes, it's very important. So you can take a snack with them. What, just take more, because you cannot just predict. So just take more with you. Yes. And thirdly, if it's a long flight, then you can also take food with them. So in flights, they have a oven to warm food. So you can ask them to help you to make the food warm. They also have hot water. It's something that you can make with hot water. They can also give you hot water, so you can use it to make the food. Yes. So that's it. And you can take their toys, the toys they like. If they like teddy bears, then you can take it with them. And when packing these things, then if it's a trip that you have to check in your bigger luggage, your smaller luggage that you can put in the cabin, then that is where you are going to pack all these things. So then after all, also you can also put the bag between your legs, so you don't have to put it up at the cabin. You can just put it between your legs, so you don't have to be like going up and up, like maybe the person next to you, you don't have to be disturbing the person. And it will also be very, very easy for you to take whatever you want from your bag or from your suitcase. Yes. So that is it for the food and for the packing. Like you take your bag close to you, so you can be able to reach anything you want easily. Now, when buying your ticket, after buying the ticket, when you want to pay for seats, I will also recommend you to pay for extra seat, especially the front rows. There are extra foot leg seats. Is a little bit more higher than the normal regular one, maybe, yeah, just a little bit, but that one is very good, especially when you are going with kids. And because of the bag that I said earlier, yeah, you can keep the bag. And also maybe for your child to able to stretch his or her legs, and for you also to able to take anything that fall on the ground, or maybe anything that fall on the floor, or maybe to take something from your bag, so you can have extra space. Yes. And also, when buying the ticket, you will also buy the window side, and you make sure your toddler sits at the window side when he or she is not scared. Because my son was not scared, so he was sitting at the window side, so it was very, very easy for me, because it was just looking around and having fun. It really enjoyed the trip, because it was sitting close to the window, so when the takeoff, it was looking everywhere. Yeah, so it was sitting close to the window, and it was really very easy for me. So when your child is not scared, you can allow them to sit at the window side, so they can just view and, yeah, get entertained and also distracted. Also, when I want to use the restroom in the flight, the cabin crew members, they help me to hold my baby, so they are there to help. You can always ask them for help when you want to use the restroom. But when we are coming back, I have a very nice someone that sits next to me, because on the flight going and coming, my son was sitting close to the window, so I was at the middle. Then the person that was at the entrance seat, she was so nice. She's a lady. She was so nice. Like, she helped me while coming back. Even when I want to use the restroom, she helped me to hold my baby. So, you know, mothers, when we want to board a flight, especially when one seat is going to be free on the same row, we always pray for a good person. You know what I'm saying? You can relate, right? We always pray for a good person to sit close to us, because the trip can only be fun when a nice stranger is sitting next to you. That's it. Secondly, I will also recommend to buy the neck pillow that have the moon shape. Yes, in case they fall asleep. So you can just put it on their neck, so they can rest their head peacefully. Or you can also put the pillow on the handle of their seat so they can rest their head like this. So I'm talking about this because I have experience. Because while we were traveling, our flight was like 3 hours 30 minutes. So my son fell asleep 30 minutes on the trip already. So then I have to put the neck pillow on the handle of his own chair. So then he rested his head like this. So it was a little bit comfortable than him to be like moving his neck. Yes. So I will also recommend the neck pillow. You should also take it along with you when you are traveling with toddler or with yeah. So now let's go for the babies, because I also travel with my then she was 3 months old. I also travel with her. Unless I forgot, for the toddler, the day before you travel, you make sure they doesn't eat something that will run their stomach, that will make them to go to the toilet frequently. And you make sure, you try to make sure for them to at least empty their bladder from the poop, you know, so they can, so the next day flight, it can be a little bit easy. When they want to go to the toilet, yeah, they can, but not like often. Maybe they will not have like running stomach or something. So day before the flight, or yeah, day before the flight, you have to watch what you are going to give them to eat that will not, what they are familiar with, that will not run their stomach for them to go to the toilet often. Yes. So that's it. And they should have a lot of rest and sleep day before the flight. So that is it for the toddler. So now let's go to the babies. The babies, at first, you wear them a comfortable wear. If it is winter, you wear them something inside before the jacket. But most of the time, inside the flight is still cold. Yeah, somehow, sometimes it's cold, just like not so warm like your normal house, but not that cold. But they can wear a sweatshirt. Yes, so you can wear them a sweatshirt inside, so they can just like free inside. And also you take the rattle, you take rattle toys, a lot of like 2 or so rattle toys for them, a book to read for them, and also this is it plastic book? I don't know what it's called, but it makes a lot of sound and babies likes it a lot. Baby likes it a lot. So you can take this one for them. Like this is my daughter's favorite toy. She loves it a lot. So baby likes it a lot because of the noise when they are touching it. So they want to touch it more to make the noise. So you can take it with her, and you can also read it for them. Like they have animal pictures on it, so you can just be showing them and read it for them in the flight, just to for them to feel comfortable and not to cry during the trip. Yes. And also I have one tip for you that helps me. You know, before, when you are not living close to the airport, before you get to the airport, it might take like 2 hours or so, depending on where you live. So what I did the day we were traveling, I made a food with hot water. I didn't miss it. I made, because you know formula can last 3 hours before, when you make already made formula can last like 3 hours before it's expired. So what I did, before we get to the airport and everything, is going to take like 2 hours. So what I did, I made a formula with hot water. I didn't add cold water. Then I put it in a warm flask that can keep food warm, a warm milk flask. Then we went. She has already, I breastfeed her and I also fed her. So she's full before we left the house. So she was asleep like 30 minutes away from home to the airport. Then the food also in my bag is very hot then. So before we get to the airport, check-in and everything. So when we check in, before we start boarding our flight, then I have to feed her again, because you know during takeoff time you cannot feed until when the the sorry, until when the captain said, okay, you can start doing what you want to do. Yes. So when we get to the airport, she's awake and she's already hungry. So there's no need for me, before she will start crying, everyone will start staring. I just bring out the food, and the food was still, now is a room temperature. Before we get to the airport, it's already in room temperature, which is very good. So I fed her immediately. After then, we boarded the flight. So now, before we came down, she wasn't hungry, because remember, the flight was 3 hours, 30 minutes. So it was all fun. Then I was just like playing with her until remaining like 1 hour for us to come down. Then I asked for hot water, and I mix it with my cold water and make her food again. I gave her. Then after like 30 minutes, before they will say, okay, everyone should put on their seat belt, I quickly just breastfeed her. Yes, I breastfeed her inside the flight. And luckily, where we were sitting, we were only on the row, so no one was sitting at the beginning, the first seat, so no one was there. So it was only me and my kids that were on the row, and we were sitting at the front with extra leg, extra space. So I just breastfeed her. Yeah, you can breastfeed. Yeah, for me, I can breastfeed, provided that is allowed. So how I normally breastfeed my baby, when I just like, because the bra is breastfeeding bra, where you can have a button that you can open and you can breastfeed your child. Then I just take a little hanky and cover some privacy, you know, like this. Then I can breastfeed my child peacefully. So I breastfeed her a little bit. Then before we arrive, while my son wakes up like 1 hour before we came down, so he had a snack and watched some of the downloaded cartoon and games. So the flight was so peaceful. Like the kids were not, they didn't cry. Like everybody on the flight, when they were coming down, because we have to wait a little bit because I have to like pack all my things, they were like giving them accolades, like wow, they were they were just clapping for them. Wow, you guys did a good job, you guys did a good job. Like they were applauding them, giving them accolades. So that was how the flight went really well. Now, how I left the house and how I was going with extra luggage is because I check in our suitcase, and the hand luggage was where all our snack, diaper, and everything was in. So the check-in suitcase, I know you might be asking me now, your question now is, how did I carry my baby, hold my toddler, suitcase, and extra luggage? Good. Let's first of all talk about the suitcase and the hand suitcase. So my suitcase, it has this is a set. It's just two sets: the normal medium suitcase and the hand luggage. You know, the hand luggage, it has a belt at the back that you can put it across the hand of the medium luggage, so you don't have to hold it. Then you just have to like roll it. It will be on top. It's safe, it can't fall down because of the belt. You put it across the other suitcase. I will drop a picture here how it is. So that one. And my baby, I didn't go with a stroller because I cannot carry a stroller with my hand and be rolling the suitcase. I went with a baby carrier. Yes, it's very easy, because when you are traveling, you will think maybe you have time. You don't have time, eh? And most of the airports, they are far from the boarding pass area and where to board the flight. Some airports you have to walk for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. And the place where I live, our airport, you have to even, maybe you start looking for your gates, then everything is going to take like 30 to 40 minutes. And with kids, I cannot be running helter scatter looking for lifts to take the stroller and everything. And maybe someone, you know, lifts always do one thing. When you are in a hurry, that is when somebody will call. Maybe you are down, you are going up. That is when you are just looking at the lift, just for you, seconds for you to touch the lift to open, somebody will call the lifts. It happens in most cases when you are in a hurry. Yes. So then I went with the baby carrier, and when we get to the airport, I just check in our suitcase, then the hand luggage, I carried it with my left hand, and baby carrier, I can just leave it like that without supporting it with my hands. It's very, very comfortable. So the suitcase was in my left hand, my baby was in front of me with the baby carrier, then I hold my toddler with my right hand. So that was how we went to our gate and we board our flight. So when we arrived, same thing, that was how it went. So this is for the air transportation. Now for the land transportation, when you are traveling with your car, very good. You also need these things I just mentioned, the tablet. When you have internet, you don't have to download. So when you have unlimited internet, so you can just share hotspots to your son tablet or iPad, so he can watch what he wants and play his games and the snack, the food. And one thing also you can also take with you, you can take you know, they have a traveling toilet, you know. It's not like a toilet, it's like a plastic something that you can put a plastic bag inside, and your baby can just sit and do what he wants to do. It can do the number one, it can do the number two. Yeah, especially when you are in the area where you can't stop, or maybe when you feel it's not safe, or maybe at night, so you can't just stop anywhere because it's not safe. So carrying this putty plastic can help you with your kids. Maybe before you get to a fuel station where you can use the public toilet, you know, kids, they cannot hold it now. Yes, especially when they are not wearing diaper anymore. Yeah, so you can take that it's like a traveling toilet, something like, just small. You can buy it in Amazon, or you can just search for it in Google, then you can find where you can buy the nearest one from you. Yeah, so that's it for the when you are traveling by land, when you have your own car, and also with the public transportation. Sorry guys, my baby, you know, she's a clingy baby, so she's always with me. She wants to be with mama. Also, when you are traveling with the public bus, let's take an example, Flixbus. Flixbus has a toilet inside, so they have toilet inside the bus, so you can use the toilet if you cannot wait until you guys stop for a break. And also, when you're also traveling with the public transportation, you also try for him to sit close to the window also, so he can also be viewing everything. Yeah, everything with you. Yes, that's it. So you can also go with the neck pillow for your child also, so they can also use it while lying on the car or on the public transportation. This is I'm still talking about land transportation. Yes, so that's it for the land. And for the water transportation, maybe you are going for a cruise from Norway to Netherlands, something like that, or Finland, anywhere you are going on a cruise ship. You don't need much because you have everything inside the ship. So what you will one thing I will also recommend, when you have a toddler, you know, in the cruise ship, I've not really traveled with a cruise ship, but I can like give some tips that I've seen. Maybe one day I will travel with a cruise ship, but I'm scared because I'm scared of water. I have phobia for water, so I'm scared of water. But now I'm going for swim lessons, so I believe when I have diploma for swimming, I might overcome my phobia for water. We hope, finger crossed. Yeah, so when you are traveling with ship, I will recommend you to buy this tracking. Is it GPS something? It's like a tracking something that you can peg on your child's clothes in case maybe he went to play with other kids, and you know ship is very big and you are looking for your child. It can be very, very easy for you to go and be asking the people in charge or the security or those. I've never been to a cruise ship, but this is just a tip. So that thing, you can plug it in your child's clothes inside, then you can track where your child is on your phone. so you can know the location inside the ship, if it's at the swimming pool, if it's at the kids area, so you can know where your child is, so you cannot start looking for your child. You know, it's going to be, everyone is just going to be looking at, oh, you are a bad mother, you know, people judge a lot. So this is just a tip for you that you can buy and put in your child's clothes. Yeah, so that's it for the water transportation. You have everything. You have everything inside the internet. It's just for you to take your iPad, your charger with you, and the rest they have everything inside, food, everything. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So tell me, I want you guys to tell me your experience while traveling with kids. For me, I was so scared. Like the last 2 days traveling with my kids alone, I was really scared. Like, I don't know what to expect. You know, when people see you at the airport boarding same flight with kids, they are, oh my God. I always see it on TikTok, like they'll be like, oh my God, you are going to cry. I'm not going to enjoy my flight. Oh my God. So that was why they were giving my kids accolade, like applaud. Wow, you guys did a good job. They don't know what was behind the scene. So yeah, guys, so that is it. So drop on the comment section if you have traveled with your kids and how did it go. If it went well, they were crying on the flight, you enjoyed the flight, so drop it on the comment section. So, and if you also have some tips that help you too, you can also drop it on the comment section. So thank you, guys. My returning subscribers, thank you. Please always like, and the ones that just watch and go, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, guys. And thank you for watching. I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys.